What is up, everybody? It is Clutch. Welcome back to the channel. Before we start this video, make sure to watch the entire thing, as there are a lot of helpful tips and tricks that are going to help you become that pro sniper that I know you want to be. So with that being said, we will be taking a look at the flagship of all the snipers, the URATIO. We're going to be checking out all the gun stats, and this will include recoil patterns, crouched, uncrouched, spamming the fire button, holding down the fire button, rate of fire, reload speed, starting ammo, damage outputs, and shots to kill. And we will also be looking at certain playstyles so you can choose what kind of sniper you would like to be. And I will also be giving you some drills to practice all your flicks, quick scopes, no scopes, and all that good stuff. So no matter your skill level or style, I'm going to show you how you can dominate with the URATIO. So without further ado, let's jump on in. First, we will be taking a look at crouched and uncrouched no-scoping. Crouching does increase the accuracy just a little bit, so when you do go for that no-scope, I highly recommend that you crouch. But it is random, and if you do want to increase your no-scope percentage and accuracy, I have a video in the top of the description down below that's going to help you a ton with overall gameplay and accuracy. Definitely check that out after this video. Scoped has 100% accuracy. Wherever you aim, that is where the bullet is traveling to, and it will contact there. However, if you do move a little bit, or if the scope becomes blurry, the accuracy is treated as if you were no-scoping, so make sure that you do not move when you shoot the URATIO. Next, we have rate of fire. Holding down the fire button, we get about 33 rounds per minute. Pretty slow, but the URATIO does so much damage, so I can see why. Next, we have quick switching. My average time was about 40 rounds per minute, definitely an increase, and if you didn't know how to quick switch, it's where you fire the URATIO, switch to your knife, and then back to the URATIO. And it does increase the speed, so if you do need to shoot faster, I highly recommend that you practice your quick switching. The starting ammo is 40 rounds with 10 already preloaded into the magazine. Plenty of rounds for all your TDMs and defuse matches. And the reload speed is about 3.5 seconds. The damage output for the URATIO is very high, 323 for the headshot, 117 damage for the upper body shot, 133 for the lower body shot, and 101 for the arms and legs. The URATIO truly dominates this game in damage. As you can see, one shot to everywhere on the body except to the arms and legs with Kevlar on. Next, we'll be checking out 3 playstyles that are very common in the URATIO community. Plus, I will be giving you 3 keys on what you need to master to dominate your playstyle. And I will also be showing you some drills to practice after. The first playstyle we'll be taking a look at is the camper. The keys for the camper: the most important one is no common angles and play them differently. As a camper, you obviously are going to be on all these hot angles. A lot of stuff is going to be happening at these angles. So what you need to do is play them slightly off, play them a little differently, play them in a way that is unexpected. Number 2 is reaction speed. You have to be able to react quickly when someone peeks off that angle or when they jump peek because they know you're hard scoping. And either way, reaction speed is key for the camper. Number 3, you have to be pro at flicks. When a player knows that you're hard scoping an angle, a lot of the time they'll do a jump out, which is going to totally ruin your hard scope, so make sure you're ready to flick them. The second playstyle is the aggro. Keys for the aggro: number 1, he doesn't care about dying. If you care about dying when you rush in there, you're putting unnecessary pressure on yourself and you're going to miss all your shots, guaranteed. So don't care about dying, just do it. This role is probably the most skilled aim-wise because he has to be good at flicks, good at quick scopes, and yeah, those are basically the keys as the aggro. Just make sure that you're mentally prepared to die. Next, we have the supporter. I probably should have called this one the more all-rounder, but basically, he's the one that fills the role needed. So he will rush in there sometimes. He will also hard scope sometimes. And the number 1 key for this role is you have to have pro game sense and IQ. You have to know the map, know the opposing players, know what they're going to do, know when to rotate, know what to look at, know when to shoot, and all that good stuff. Obviously, you want to be in control of your movement as well when you move around the map. You gotta be good at flicks, hard scopes, quick scopes, and of course you gotta be good at no scopes. The supporter role are some big shoes to fill, so you definitely want to invest a lot of time practicing and playing the game. Now for the drills I promised earlier. We're going to be on Bureau, and we're going to be practicing our flicks. You want to go to these portraits over here, and you want to start in the middle, and then flick once to the right, flick once to the left. Fire a shot in between each one so you know how fast you are in fact going. Pretty soon you're going to go to this first to second, then the first to third, first to fourth, and so on and so forth. Also, definitely you want to practice this with the scope. This is very important. This will also increase your overall aim, so I highly recommend that you do this drill before you jump into TDM, then diffuse, then ranked. The absolute easiest way to practice your game sense is play the game a lot. Play ranked, play diffuse, play against good players, and you'll start to learn things from the opposing players. They will teach you a lot of things about how to play the game, how to play the map. Definitely you want to know the map before you jump into a game, really know all the angles, the common angles, the not so common angles. And slowly but surely, your knowledge will stack up and your game sense will be like automatic. You won't even realize how much better you are at the game. A super easy way to practice your quickscope is literally load into any map, find a corner, and pick a target. Now when you round the corner, you would like to pre-aim it, and then quickscope as fast as possible. Then try to hide after you quickscope, because in a real situation, that's what you would do as well. I'm on Bureau right now. This map is really good to practice quickscopes. There's a ton of different corners and angles and tons of different targets. Definitely super easy to practice, but very, very helpful. To practice your moving flicks, what you want to do is find an area where you're going to be looking, and then find a target that is off to the left or right. In this case, I have picked a plant. So I'm going to walk around the corner looking at the elevator, but the minute the plant is in view, I'm going to quickscope and flick the plant. And this drill is pretty difficult to do, but as soon as you master it, this will increase your flicks, your quickscopes, and your reaction time by a ton. And to practice reaction time, all you gotta do, man, is literally just play TDM. Play TDM a lot, and your reaction time is gonna go up. And finally, to practice hard scoping, all you really have to do is post up on an angle and do not move. I don't care what's happening behind you or around you. Just stare at this angle and try to stay focused. Try to stay mindful of what you're doing. I know it's very easy to fall asleep on an angle and then get totally picked. It's actually pretty difficult to be a hard scoper simply because you can fall asleep, so definitely be mindful of your surroundings, sound, and of course, be ready to flick or shoot. If you watched all the way to the end of this video, I appreciate you for it, and hopefully this does help you become that pro sniper. If this did help you, definitely leave a like, and if you are new here, hit that subscribe button as well. I have tons more tips and tricks videos on my channel, and more to come, so hopefully you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next one. I'm out. Peace.